All right, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Depends your time and your location. And as in the by Dalolin Asremunko Chiriazelo. Once again, welcome to Eastern News 24. We have a gift to you the latest news update. What happened across the Biafra land. In case if you missed it before, don't miss it now. One on the bike about on the also na if I were no bossing keta. All right. The Yabu audio clip in a Juno Boa is the Biafran spokesperson Unumoyane Kumakia, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Listen to what he says and listen to his special things for Biafra and the next move for the liberation of the sovereign state of Biafra. All right, over to you, Odogu Commander No Mercy, Mazi Simon
Not to
Ekpa.
record any violence during this election as a result of the measures that the Biafra people took during this election. The measure is that we decided to sit at home, and few people who decided to disobey this order went out and casted their vote without any harassment, without any intimidation from any Biafra agitators, from Biafra Liberation Army, without any problem in any part of Biafra land. Rather, where we recorded electoral violence is in the other part of Nigeria, in the southwest, in the northwest, in the northeast, and other parts of Nigeria witnessed many deaths of innocent Nigerians, and that were averted in Biafra land. I want to thank Biafra Liberation Army for not interfering in any way in disrupting or trying to disturb the people who disobeyed the sit-at-home order, because in the past, they have accused us that it was us that always go after those who disobeyed the order. Meanwhile, it has been the Nigeria state, but because the election have taken their interest or taken their eye away from the people in Biafra land because of the sit-at-home, so they could not unleash the mayhem on Biafra people. Rather, they unleashed the mayhem on other parts of Nigeria, as we can see. So I'll use the opportunity to thank the Biafra Liberation Army. I thank Biafra agitators and those who are involved, especially in our security, that make sure that there were no electoral violence around Biafra territory. The way Nigeria state conducted their election, which Catherine Lang, the British ambassador, has been campaigning and championing and supporting this election for the Nigeria state, and then also the reaction from different observers from international organizations have shown that Nigeria has failed. The way the observers from the European Union, the comments coming from the European Union and other observers, and the recent released by the ECOWAS is a confirmation that Nigeria has failed. What we should be talking about today is a way forward to avert the impending danger and doom that will befall Nigeria in a few weeks' time. The international community must understand that Nigeria is not a country you can suppress. Those who found themselves in the Nigeria territory and who call themselves Nigerians are mad people. And sometimes when they have had enough, you can't manage them. And this issue of the election is one of the incidents that has happened, and the effect will not be managed at the end of the day. We witnessed the worst irregularity, including ballot box snatching by the state and political actors and their thugs. While the Nigeria police watches them, the continued disenfranchisement of Igbos in different parts of the country, from north, west to east, where they were threatened if they vote a particular tribal candidate or not allowed to vote at all. Some of the Igbos in Nigeria were turned back by the state-sponsored thugs and criminals. why the Nigerian security agents watch them perpetuate all those crimes against Igbo people. The aftermath attack of Igbo Biafrans in some part of the country, Nigeria, after the election, due to the support for a particular candidate, is unacceptable by the Biafra people, and I believe the international community have taken a very big consideration and know that it can never be acceptable by anybody. The inefficiency of the Nigeria State INEC, where the BVN was never issued to capture or upload election result as expected, leading to some political parties such as PDP, Labour Party, to walk out from the collection pronouncement area of INEC when they were calling the result. These are the issues that made Biafra people to call for the boycott of the Nigeria fraudulent election, and today we have been vindicated. But the question here is not about the vindication. We are not interested about the vindication, but we are interested about the lasting solution of the people of the Niger area, those who find themselves in this evil entity called Nigeria. What is going to be the solution? That is what Biafra people are interested in. Lasting solution. The missing of people names at their registered polling unit during accreditation that led to many of those registered voters not participating in the election and thereby disenfranchised. The report of different types of ballot papers used at different polling centers by different INEC officials proved by state actors to further manipulate the election figures. It is something that the Biafra people know from the beginning, which led to the reason why we decided not to validate Nigeria fraudulent election. The lack of transparency to allow party agent access to final voting numbers at the different locations and the inherent discrepancies between what was voted and what INEC reported. The abuse of Biafrans, flogging by the Nigeria state, captured on social media for expressing that they do not want to participate in the fraudulent election. We all watch how some Biafrans were flogged by the Nigeria security agencies for doing nothing. We watch how they lie some people on the floor, and they were abusing and physically abusing them and flogging them with African koboko. The abuse of Biafrans is not acceptable by us. We want to also call your attention to the numbers of vote. Numbers of vote in Biafra territory, it is very important that everybody take the note to know how many people voted in Biafra land. This is very, very important. I want the world to know that Biafra spoke in a very strong term that they have not validated this particular election. Today, I do not know whether the INEC have actually announced the result. I do not know because the result is fraud. But let me inform you today that according to the information and the intel that we have at our disposal, the APC terrorist group and terrorist party being led by Tinubu has won the election with over 9,000 votes, 9 million votes, while Atiku is second with over 6 million votes, and P2B is third with over 5 million votes. You can pay attention to the vote casted in Biafra territory, starting from the largest part of the Biafra land, from the Igbo, the 5 states. You can calculate how many people that registered for vote and how many people casted their vote. That will give you a kind of clue and picture of those who may vote against the referendum and those who will vote for the referendum.
All right, thank you so much for your time on this clip. And I say, God bless Mazi Nandikano, God bless Mazi Simon Ekpa. All right, and God bless Biafrans. Once again, don't forget to share and don't forget to subscribe. Biafra, get ready. We are going home. All right.